Hello guys, yo, fellow viewers. Today, I'm reviewing Stranger Things. Stranger Things is a show made by the Differ Brothers, who also worked on certain shows with M. Night Shyamalan. The show is called Wayward Pines, but they did help him make. Now, this show does have some spoilers. This review will have spoilers, but I really do like this show. I'll get into that. I do nitpick a lot. I really do in this review. I feel like I nitpicked it more than Suicide Squad, but the show could be better. But it's a really good show. Like, you gotta watch it before I review this. But if you already watched it and you're ready to review, alright, sit back and relax and enjoy the video. And you better like it and subscribe if you're new. This can be so long to edit. The longest take, like, it's just annoying how long it takes. Like, I just stuttered so crazy. But yeah, now let's get into the characters and all that good crap. So yeah. Now, before I start this review, as you can see, the music in the background is in the link below. If you want to know the music it was made by, I put a link below. Thank you for letting me use your music. So I put his music in the link below. That's all. But now let's get into my new favorite show. Well, second. I'll make a top 10. But let's get into the characters. Now, our first character I'm talking about is Mike. Mike is Will's best friend. I'll talk about Will in the next slide. But Mike is basically the main character we're focusing on in the whole entire story. So Mike, and basically one day his friend Will goes missing, and him and Russell's friends have to find him. Mike, I personally feel like he's not a bad character. Kind of bland in certain parts, but we're basically Mike, basically, how the show wants to portray us. He's kind of bland, but I really do like him. I really do like the other two main characters, but Mike, I think he's okay. He's not bad, but I actually really do like him. He said some parts he's kind of bland, but he's a nice guy, really good main character. Now the next character we're talking about is Will, the kid who goes missing. So Will, I do like him. I kind of feel he's like Mike. But I hope in season 2 they kind of focus on him some more, because, well, we really didn't see him in this season. He was missing for most of the season. In the second season, they're going to be 1 year, the show's going to say 1 year later. It's going to be 1 year later in season 2, which I really do want to see what's going on to 11 and the rest of the characters. I really want to see more. I see he has potential. I really do see Will has potential. Kind of make his character, focus on his character some more. Season 2 really does that. And they were talking about how the other world, which I'll get to that later, how it will affect their world after 1 year later, how people have been in there, how it affects them after they get out. I really would like to see that. I didn't like them, but I hope to see them more focus on this character some more. Let's get to the next character. Now then, the next character we're talking about is everyone's favorite, Eleven. Eleven is the girl they find trying to look for Will. 11 is special. She has telekinesis power, and every time she uses them, her nose bleeds. Like you see right here, her nose bleeding. Right there. Yeah. But yeah, 11, I really do like her. She doesn't talk a lot, which I hope when season 2 comes along, that she talks more. I do have a lot of hope for season 2. There are some problems with season 1, but it is actually not a bad show. I understand I'm nitpicking a lot, but that's what a critic does. But I really do like her. And kind of, Mike has feelings for her, which is kind of weird, shaved head, but I don't mind. Bald women can be beautiful too. I'm just saying. But she just looks kind of weird. She grows her hair. She's probably gonna grow her hair back soon too. I hope they do it, because that would be really nice. But I really do like 11. Not really towards the beginning, because she was kind of like weird. But I started to like her since she kind of did trick the team in the beginning of season 1 and almost got one character killed, which I'll talk about him later. But I did like her, and she wasn't that bad. They also gave her a wig, but she threw it off. That little costume's funny. And she also loves Eggos. Yeah. Let's get to the next character. Now, the next person we're talking about is Dustin. He's kind of the fat kid of the Goonies, but not really that fat. He makes a lot of smart jokes. He is more of the class comedian or the class clown, but he's really funny. I did like him. He really did trust 11. He kept making jokes like how did she have powers and everything, and it was really fun. I really do like Dustin, and he was really funny. Hope he has more jokes. I hope he has more jokes for season 2. He'll be a little bit older, but I can't wait to see him. He was really funny in season 1. He had some of the best jokes. Let's get the next character. The next character we're talking about is Lucas. Lucas is black. Yeah, for me. I'm sorry. But Lucas, I kind of do like him. 11 almost got him killed since from the beginning he really didn't trust 11. He really didn't. Which I kind of do like how they fight of 11's betraying them. But at the end he's still kind of iffy with her since she left. But she did save their lives. But I really did like that, how not all the characters really do trust her. He's kind of the one that's kind of suspicious about her, which I really do like that. I don't see that in a lot of kid shows. It's like, oh yeah, we just found a new girl. She might be cool, or we found a new something that might be cool, but no. He's kind of suspicious about her, kind of off with her. And him and Mike get in a fight, and 11 throws him, and he almost dies and probably has a concussion, which is kind of messed up, but Mike kind of forgives Lucas because he's probably about to get a concussion or die, that's really dark. But yeah, let's get to the next characters because there are 3 stories and this cast is huge just for me reviewing this all together. So let's get to the next character. Alright, so let's get to the more darker plot, or the second plot story. It's about Will's mom going absolutely bananas over Will, just going completely bombastic, psychotic basically. And I really do like her storyline. I just like how she's just going crazy, but we don't know if it probably is real, but she was like going crazy. She was hallucinating. Well, it turns out she really wasn't, but I really did like that because in the beginning, like, you didn't know she wasn't you didn't know she was or wasn't hallucinating, which I really did like. She was smoking. She was just like, she did a really good part. I really did like her as an actress. She did really good. I forgot what her name is, but if you're watching this video, thank you for being Will's mom. Please return back with another plot. Not you going crazy, but her trying to recover. I would like that for season 2. Her recovering after Will's disappearance. Just her going crazy. Not like it if maybe someone else goes missing or they focus on Barb, which I'll get to that character later. I keep saying different characters that I need to get to later. But I hope they focus on other characters and she might go crazy again. Well, not really. Kind of hurts. Maybe she hallucinates. Maybe some stuff is fake, some stuff is real, and we don't know. And I really like that for season 2. She did really good. Really, really good. Now let's get to the next character for the second plot. Now the next character we're talking about is Officer Hopper. Officer Hopper, or Chief Hopper, is kind of a broken cop. He's not really bad, but he's went through a lot. He had a divorce. His daughter died of cancer, and he's just been through a lot. And since Will disappeared, at first he was just like, maybe he died, maybe he drowned, but as he listens to Will's mom, he starts going crazy and starts remembering all these conspiracies about the government, which I really do like. I really like how they changed, like, in the beginning of the season 1, Will's mom starts to go crazy, but at the end, she's kind of going back to normal. Officer Hopper learning all these conspiracies and everything, he just goes bombastic or psychotic. It's really good. I really do like that. He did a really good role. These 2 characters did a really good role, and this is probably like a really favorite plot of mine, which I really did like. He learns all this conspiracy. He meets 11's mom, which turns out she doesn't know. She thinks her daughter died while she was pregnant. I don't know how I can do it. What's it called? Your kid dies and you have them. I think it's type of way. I forgot what it's called. There's a specific word for it, but put in the comments below if you know what it's called. It's not an abortion where you get rid of kid. Never mind. But Chief Hopper, I really do like him. They meet 11's mom, and she used to strip a vegetable, which a vegetable is someone who's just like dead, like they're brain dead basically. Like they don't look, they don't talk, they don't do nothing. They just sit there and just do that for like the whole hour. They do nothing. They're a vegetable. They just sit there. And they were talking to Eleven's aunt, who was saying that she died while 11 died while she was pregnant, but it turned out she wasn't. The government kidnapped her, which I'll get to that character next. The government. Now, the next character we're talking about is the government altogether. I'm not saying specific character. The government, I really do like. This man in the middle right here is supposedly, not supposedly, but 11's fake father. So remember I said 11 was sent by the government? Well, he is basically like the front line of like experimenting with her. She calls him Papa, which he really isn't. He's just wanting to get her false love, basically, which he's not really her dad. I don't know who her dad is. It might be Chief Hopper. There's a theory about that, but I'm not even gonna talk about that theory. Look up is Living Chief Hopper's daughter. The government, I really do like. Not doing their main villains, but they're kind of the reason why everyone's going crazy. And the government itself is probably going crazy. Because, like, basically, 11, when they experiment on her, they basically find a different dimension completely called the Other World. The Other World is desolate, dark, icy, spiderwebs, just everything is dead. It looks disgusting. And 11 finds a monster there, and this monster is horrifying. I'll talk to this monster right now, well, later. But the monster can travel from different dimensions, and now is going from his dimension to our dimension, killing people and eating them. And now they're trying to find out if Will's related to that kidnapping. So yeah, let's get to the next character, which is the monster. Now the next character we'll focus on is the monster. The monster has like a tulip. People in the fan base call him Tulip Head, which I do like that. This is the monster that 11 found. He has two different worlds, our world and his world, which is desolate basically. And he's going from our world and his world, killing people. Well, there is no people in his world, or at least we know of. And so Chief Hopper and the kids trying to find out, is he related to Will's, I think that's the last time I said 11's disappearance, but Will's disappearance. Now they actually, I'll get that later. But there is another plot where it's focused on two people trying to kill the monster, and I'll get to it. The next character we're talking about is Mike's sister. Mike's sister, her friend Barb goes missing, and she gets involved with this. I'll get to Bob in the second panel. Well, third at least, because I got the characters to talk about. But her friend Barb goes missing after she gets it on with her boyfriend. And someone took pictures of that. How she's getting it on. And I'll talk about that guy later. But she teams up with that guy, and they try to fight the monster. And they're planning under everything, and basically it's really cool. I mean, it's kind of boring at first, but it gets really good when they fight the monster. It gets really good. Like, they planned out everything, and they're kind of going crazy. Listen, like, I'll get to the next panel. Now then, the next character we're talking about is Will's brother. After Will goes disappearing, after Will is gone, he tries to help his mother cope with it, and also his father comes back, which he hates his father, Lonnie, that's his name. And at first, he's not really listening to his mom, but when they find out about the monster and her going crazy in the other world, then they start listening to her. But at first, Lonnie, which is his dad, he doesn't really like, is trying to make her go back to normal. He doesn't think this is all real. He thinks this is all fake. He thought Will died, but Lonnie knows nothing about this. And him and Will end up getting in a fight. And he's the guy taking pictures of Mike's sister while getting on with her boyfriend. Mike's sister's boyfriend, Mike's sister's boyfriend finds him taking pictures while the next day in school. They end up breaking his camera. They get mad at him. He ended up talking to Mike's sister about it. He talks about how he was lonely and was just taking pictures. He ended up having a picture of Barb at the pool because she didn't want to go in. And she was all sad. And she ended up while she was trying to shotgun a beer, which is like cutting a hole in like the side of the beer and drinking it. She ends up cutting herself. She just sits there all lonely, and the monster takers are holding her to his dimension, whatever it is, and ends up killing her. And that's something I really didn't like about season 1, how they really don't focus on Barb's death. Please, #justice for Barb. Now then, the next character we get into is Barb. Now, Barb ends up dying, and no one talks about her. No freaking body talks about her. Like, come on. Like, where's her mom on this? I'm just frustrated with this. That's really dumb. But season 2, please focus on this some more. Please do. Because where's her mom with the search team and everything? Because please, they have to focus with this season 2. Because they at least gotta say something after Will comes back. They'll talk about Barb and how Barb died, and at least tell us to her mom. Her mom's still grieving and everything. Maybe give her mom a plot at least. Because they said there's gonna be new characters in season 2. Maybe give her mom her own plot story about handling Barb's death. And her trying to cope with it. Her working with the other characters about it. But come on, guys, give Barb some help. I mean, just help Barb. I mean, like, focus on her more in the second season at least. But now, this next part is probably gonna be like the end of the video. I'm not sure. I'm not officially looking at editing, but I'll look if I'm done with all the characters. Then I'll look at it, and all right, I'll be done. So basically, now they're trying to get the monster's attention. The kids are. And they end up going to the science lab to find signals, because Will can somehow control electricity, or can mix electricity in the other dimension. So while they're working with electricity, the monster comes out of nowhere, and 11 ends up fighting the monster or stopping it. Some people would theorize that this might be 11's different side, which I do like that theory. I actually totally do agree with that theory, that this could be a part of 11 or something, like some part of her mind that she made. That dimension she made is just like the other side of her completely, like when she goes telekinesis. Now I'm not sure if the monster has telekinesis, but she just ends up killing it, and the monster turns the ashes, and the ashes covers her up, and she ends up disappearing. So yeah, ends up missing. I stood there so much and confused, but anyway. So basically, they end up finding back Will. Everything goes back to normal. They find him. He's not dead somehow. The monster would have ate him by then. But he ends up coughing out a slug into the sink. This might affect him during season 2, which that's a really cool hint. 11 ends up missing. The sheriff is not working with the government. No one is still questioning Barb. And all the friends are back to normal. 11's gone. But the officer had, he's like something for travelers. They just leave to put stuff in there for them. But he put Eggos in there. I guess that's her for the other dimension, because she could be in the other dimension if she killed the monster. Like, she finally vanquished that other side of her. Now it's just in that dimension by herself. But personally, I really do like this season. The show completely. I'm really excited for season 2. I really hope they focus on Will and Barb. I hope they focus more on the government, which they do. But I hope they focus on if there's a different monster, and they're gonna show more test subjects. Because remember, her name is 11, so there must have been 10 other subjects before her. I hope they show them, like maybe they're dead, maybe they've gone rogue too. Maybe that monster was one of them. That's a theory. I can kind of see it, but how would it have the tulip head? Did he evolve or change his body or morph or something? But yeah, I really do like this show. Can't wait season 2. And so yeah, guys, I'll give you guys really gotta watch this. Really do watch this show. If you haven't watched it yet and you just watched my review completely, don't. I'll put that back in the intro. But yeah, as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.